Action. Stuff sacks. What kind of stuff do you stuff in the stuff sacks? Well, this one that compresses is usually down and something that really wants to pack down. I have a puffy jacket and a integrated Nemo sleep system with the pad sleeve. Additionally, you want the pad stuff that's really water resistant, doesn't stuff well, so you want this to be breathable, whereas this is not breathable. This is really breathable material stuffed in it, so it packs down, but it's not breathable. We go into this, it just has a synthetic blanket. Since synthetic, you know, it doesn't really pack down like down packs down, a lot of downs, but it's worth carrying. You can put clothes in there, it breathes a little more, but I can throw that on the ground and it's waterproof. This is not waterproof. This is waterproof. This is a real nice waterproof bag for clothes and stuff that doesn't compress. Here's the version of this. It's just a little more water resistant, so it's harder to stuff waterproof things into things that don't breathe. And then here I have a waterproof bag just stuffed kind of loose. I can just strap that to my pack and the straps will cut in and hold it. So, but it's waterproof. It can be outside my pack. You think about this water proof tub floor and everything on this sleeping bag. If you're throwing that on the ground, it's going to be wet. Do you want to put that in your pack with your other stuff, or do you want it outside your pack? So there it is, the stuff sack, in or out of the pack. Which stuff sack? Alright, rubber bands versus stuff sacks. Just something I've been doing lately and for a long time. Rubber bands, they work as good as tiny little stuff sacks. You know, something like a medical kit where you got a lot of loose items, maybe you put that in a stuff sack. But for clothes items, you know, the rubber bands or just plastic baggies work fine. There it is. Alright, we're talking back in packing small items. Rubber bands versus bags. Like in these bags for these small items, I'm able to compress the air out, get them really small. Let's say if you were in a canoe or something, or near water activity, this would help your pack float better, assuming it was in good condition. And that's something you can pack out your own waste with too. So just some cheap ideas, you know, for transporting and organizing your backpacking things. Back in bags, stuff sacks, rubber bands. Another thing the bag does is it would also seal out your own scent, especially if your underwear wasn't fresh like these. And that's something to think about also in bear country, or just your fellow bus passenger next to you, or your other items that you want to keep nice and fresh, like the long underwear I sleep in. I don't want smelling like my butt crack. Alright, got my knee on this, and I'm gonna roll it down and stretch it out and seal it real well. I think it's important to note, we'll just speed this up to show, you can use these really small, so if you're out on your expedition and you pick up some things or just realize you need some extra space, you can always expand them and fasten them to the bottom of your pack or the top or whatever. Check it back in with stuff sacks. I have this big one just kind of mashed down. It's got my dry mittens and stuff, it's winter. But you can see, by the time I add my bigger sleep system roll and thicker pad, and get that up there, there isn't leaps and bounds of room to fasten it. So, you know, you always want to consider when you're buying a stuff sack, that's how this all started, just how that's going to impact your overall backpack. Mine, in this case, it does fit, I know that. When I stuff it all in there, I like it nice and tight so it's compact. Z-Packs custom made these separate bags, so I have a bigger one for the winter, and so on. But if it's not too modular, you want to consider how that all packs.